Here are my top picks for best credit cards for international travel based on travel protection, annual fees, points programs. Make sure you stick around until the very end so you can hear the best way that you can get those huge intro bonus points without any frivolous spending. Let's get right into it. My pick for beginner travelers with fair to good credit are the Bilt Mastercard or the Wells Fargo autograph card. What I love about both of these cards is they have no annual fees. They have no foreign transaction fees, and they have a little coverage when it comes to travel protection benefits on the card. Now, there are some differences between the two, so let's get right into it. Wells Fargo, they actually do have an intro offer. They offer 30,000 points, which is the equivalent to $300 when you make a certain amount of spend on the card within the first few months of opening it. And they offer 0% interest for the first 12 months. Now, Bilt, on the other hand, they don't have no intro offers. But don't sleep on Bilt, because we got to look at what they offer when it comes to travel protection benefits. If you get a little bit nervous when you book that flight or hotel, and they offer, they offer travel insurance, you're like, well, I want to get it just in case. Some credit cards do offer some coverage, like the Wells Fargo card. Now, they only offer rental car collision waiver coverage, which acts as a secondary coverage, which is what you would get a lot of times when you're at the rental car company and they ask you, do you want to pay $25 a day? Or it could be more in certain states for per day, mind you, to cover yourself if you were in a collision. Wells Fargo does offer some type of collision coverage, so you want to check a little bit more in the benefits to see what it actually covers, but this could save you money when renting a car. Now, they don't offer any other type of travel protection benefits. Now, on the other hand, Bilt, they offer a lot more than just the rental car coverage. Rental car collision coverage waiver, I should say. They offer trip delay. They offer trip interruption / cancellation.
Coverage is up to $5,000 for trip interruption cancellation, and you do need a doctor's note to be able to get this coverage, saying that you cannot travel. And the trip delay is when a trip is delayed by 6 hours or more from the carrier. More details on screen. And the rental car coverage is the exact same as the Wells Fargo autograph card.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tasha. And if you want to get more tips on personal finance and travel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Now, let's move on to the points program. Now, this is what I love most about when analyzing cards. How can I earn the most points? Because points equals dollars when it comes to booking travel when using a particular credit card. Now, Wells Fargo offers bonus categories when it comes to certain things. As you can see, it offers 3 times amount of points for every dollar spent on things like gas when you're booking your travel, and you can see everything else on the screen. This means every time you spend $20 on gas, Wells Fargo will give you 60 points, okay? And everything else that's not listed on this category screen, you get 1 point for every dollar spent, which is still pretty cool. Like, you're going to earn points every time you use the card. Bilt, on the other hand, they have a different layer of tiers than Wells Fargo. And depending on your spending habits, you could probably earn more with Bilt. Now, the Bilt card, the biggest boast about this card is that you can use the Bilt card to pay your rent, and they will cover your transaction fee that you will have from your landlord or property management company. Meaning that when a person pays rent, they usually charge you, with a debit or credit card, they're usually going to charge you 3 to 5%, sometimes more. The Bilt card will cover that transaction fee, and they offer you a point for every dollar you spend on rent. Now, it's a 1-for-1 point earning system, but you get something for using the card to pay your rent. Now, I do like people to be mindful when spending their money. It's not just about getting points. I love the fact that when you pay your rent with a Bilt credit card, you can use the feature to automatically have the money come out of your checking account. So you're not just racking up debt swiping the card. You are a little bit, but if you pay that every statement, which I recommend, with any credit card, you can use it to your advantage, right? The next point tiers I'm showing you is what you can get 2 or 3 times, depending on what you're spending your money on. Now, there are bonus days with Bilt, meaning on the first day of the month, you can get 4 to 6 times the point earnings on certain categories. I think that's pretty cool. Now, which point program is better fit for you? It depends on how you plan on using the card. If you are a person that is paying rent, you can earn points from paying rent that you could earn points using the Wells Fargo paying rent as well, because you can earn a point for every type of purchase. But the Bilt is covering that transaction fee that's charged. So it's something to think about. And on the first of the month, they're offering those bonus days. Now let's look at the redemption part of the points program, because that can make a lot of difference in what you should consider. Now, Wells Fargo, you can redeem for travel, you can redeem for gift cards. So they have all type of gift card purchases you can use for dining or travel, and you can have the option to just redeem for purchases that you make on your credit card or redeem for rewards on PayPal. Now, Bilt, on the other hand, they offer a variety of ways to redeem your points. But what I want to point out that stood out to me the most is that you can actually transfer those points over to a partner. So this means that you can transfer your points over to an airline to maximize your point accumulation. If you have any other credit cards or you are a frequent flyer on a certain airline, they may have your airline as a travel partner, which is huge. So which one is better? Well, if you have fair credit, you may want to opt with the Bilt Mastercard, because you need to have good credit score to get the Wells Fargo card. You are more concerned about intro offer, 0% for the first 12 months. If you want some type of intro offer, those are not available on Bilt. And so you may not care about travel protection benefits. You're like, I never decline rental car coverage, and if I do use it on my credit card, Wells Fargo offers that. I may not care about having the trip interruption or delay. Okay, fine. Trip protection benefits may be a 1-for-1 for you. But if you do pay your rent with your credit card, you can get those transaction fees removed every time you're paying your rent. So it's different things to consider. Here's my tip if you are concerned about hitting that spend. I recommend that you strategically apply for the card when you know you have big purchases coming up. Do not go and buy random crap you don't need just to hit this spend. I also recommend that when you get these cards that you purchase according to your budget. Okay, and if you don't have a budget, you need to book a one-on-one session with me. I am a CPA and financial expert. You can go ahead and hit that link below, booktasha.com, and you can work with me to get on track to hit your financial and travel goals. But back to my point, when you're using these credit cards, stick to your budget. Be disciplined. I am very disciplined when it comes to this. I think these cards are great only if you are disciplined. Buying my car insurance in 6 months in full and putting it on the card was one way I was able to get to my spend. Now, my car insurance for every 6 months, it varies, but it's between $700 and $800 every 6 months. Next, if you have a good budget, you'll know how much you're spending in groceries. You will make sure you put your groceries on your credit card. It's usually another big spend. Boom, you got that for those 2 other months, and that's going to get you to. Have any questions for me? Make sure you leave them in the comments below. Until next time, bye.